That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure.
Oh, okay.
All
They're
that
talking about
remains
the,
is to load the final batch of supplies and see
Talking about
everyone
the
on
ship.
board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperates
Seconds to
have
last
run
break.
their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part
Break.
been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
So they're gonna stay.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphano, are you there? It's me, Cryo. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
So they got all the adamantite, right? We're gonna power up the ship. The last Elpis cutscene was fucking intense, man. That was like one of the best cutscenes I've seen in this game.
A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor.
Hey, that's the room where the
Your
raid
presence
starts.
is requested with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
Damn.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here.
Hey, there's the
along
guy that
with
dances.
your own.
I like
Give
him.
credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamant shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. I played a vital role in keeping a lookout whilst our expeditionary forces secured the adamantite.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party.
What the fuck is that?
Hancock and Saraban.
We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
Oh, that's some Stormblood shit. Yeah.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of the Kojin. Upon learning of your need, Bunchen
why can't we
bade
play that
me
race?
deliver it on behalf of the Blue with all haste. Fearing I could not swim here with the necessary speed, however, I thought to beg our Confederate allies for aid. To my delight, Hancock was already preparing for departure at the self-same port, and had space for additional cargo.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Ma'am.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino.
Man, the fucking Earth is...
Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East
The
Alderman
fucking
Trading
Earth is
Company
under
went to
attack.
some lengths
About
to
to be
reduce the financial
deleted.
liability.
Fuck are you worried about money for?
And since the Scions funded the entire
Money's
venture,
not gonna mean
not
anything.
a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture. When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coinkeeper knows a thing or two about spending. When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount. We also had the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Mother!
It's Mom!
Ameliant.
Damn.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full. We can hardly take them with us on your
Damn, dude.
teeny tiny toy boat.
What's his
now,
name?
can we?
Fortuno? Or
It would be a shame to leave all that
Fortuno?
hard-earned wealth
Yo, feels bad
unspent.
for him, dude. He's like... He's like taking all this burden and
Waste
responsibility upon himself because he's too proud to ask people for help, you know, like his wife and his kids and shit, but they're doing it regardless. And he's like slowly starting to realize that, you know? Well, not slowly, but like very quickly starting to realize that, you know?
However did you manage so much in so short a time, though? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Erenville! You were involved too.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know.
Yeah,
That is
literally
why I
everyone
chose to
was
help
like
the
working
Scions,
around him.
to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Oh shit.
What's this about a ship that can
Yo,
fly
he's
to
the
moon?
guy. He's the guy in Praetorium and Castrum.
And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
See it? You brought the team.
Of course. Garlond Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new...
Why can't we
favorite
have a
ship.
beard like that? Why can't we have a beard like this? Well,
As you
fuck,
like
not
us
like
not
that,
suspect, We've also brought adamantite for
You know what I'm
Mordona's
saying?
Dalamud shard. I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kryle's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition.
I just don't get it.
However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshires, treasure hunters, not least among them. I know. How the Gobbyflock fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allagan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
I just don't understand how they add different hairstyles. Like almost every patch, they add them all the fucking time.
As all this is, I
You know,
fail to
even if
see
it's
how
like
it
very
explains
subtle
your
changes,
presence
it's literally
here.
the same hairstyle,
Does
except for
Rosetta
like
not have more
the
pressing
bangs being
concerns?
parted this way, they're parted this way. You know, it's literally the same fucking hairstyle, but just a little bit different.
We do.
You can't even add a fucking
Yet
beard,
averting
man.
the final
Like,
days
fuck
would
off,
be
dude.
the most
Holy
expedient
shit.
solution. That, and I am indebted to you.
They're in the game, though.
Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Garlond remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words.
Oh, that's,
Tis appropriate that
fuck,
I
what was
aid
the
you in
dragon's
kind.
name? Vitir?
If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so
Vitra.
much the
Yeah,
better.
Vitra.
You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ashdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Chrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, gave his assent. Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Yo, where's Matsuya?
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent.
Hell yeah, 14 bleeding percent, because this is Final Fantasy
Think of how
14,
far
brother.
we could go.
14%,
What we could
the
do with
14th
that much
installment,
power.
14 different
What we could
fucking
blow
planes
up.
or the sources or whatever, man. Hell yeah, brother.
If Kokol is duly convinced,
14,
then it must be
Alexander.
true. In which case, the Scions' end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
Hell yeah. Whoa. 14 what? Come on, Dad.
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I
Let's
will
go.
bear it with you.
Let's go, Dad.
I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
Gamley. Family. Family.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed. Must succeed. No sacrifice or sin
Soft
was
Dad.
worse than the
Protecting the Cubs.
If anything gave me pause,
Respect.
it was mine
Nodders.
own father. The Archon Louisois openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship.
Man, that was one of the coolest, like, cinematics, man. When Louisois kills Bahamut.
I was wrong.
Man, I fucking put some
You two have grown so
Vegeta
much
music
stronger
behind
and
that
so
shit
much
and made it into a
wiser
video.
than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good.
Yeah. No, it's
Because
an A
there
and
are
B.
things we care about.
You guys want to watch it?
And people we love. And none of them is replaceable.
It's pretty
Not a
good.
one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard.
We can
that have
watch it
felt
after
and
this if you
learned
want,
in
yeah.
our travels.
It's not too long.
Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful.
Oh, God.
Always.
Oh, God. You guys will get to see what my original character was
Quite
like.
sure that's wise. After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures.
Like Chad
Whatever will
Highlander?
happen, learns what you
Hell
were
yeah.
really up to.
Amelians.
He was a soft dad after all. Strict father turned soft dad.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scions' influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular. I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo.
Oh,
You've no small number
Don't
of
make my
friends and
character
admirers
talk.
here, after all.
Okay, listen up! You all did a wonderful job! And this is really good! And instead of going to the moon, we're gonna go to the edge of the universe! Let us straight!
Strummer, cease. Stop. Stop. If you count, Strummer, stop. Stop. Career suicide. Stop.
Cute Strummer!
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Hell yeah.